Welcome back to the Sonic and the Black Knight playthrough, only for the Sonic show. We're about to finish off Black Knight actually, just 4 parts to go in terms of YouTube, Gareth.
You bet your sweet ass we are.
It's been a while, I apologise Jay if you're watching this. Well, you must be watching this if you're editing it.
It's all Tom's fault, blame him.
Excuse me, who disappeared for a month?
You did.
You didn't even let me know where you were. I thought you died. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
I was waiting for ransom money, but none ever came.
Yeah, you were just in need of a new router, wasn't you?
Yeah, my router unfortunately died for a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, getting back on topic, I hate these spiders mostly because I'm arachnophobic, but also that I think they have like the fastest attacks in the entire game.
I did kind of like the enemy design in this game. I think we've said it before, but I think all the designs in this game are really good except for the people.
Oh yeah.
They do just look like retarded Eskimos.
I'm sure someone said in one of the comment sections somewhere that there's a reason they look like that.
Is there? What's that?
I'm guessing it's a curse, going by like what time period we're in.
I don't know. What did you think of the look of this level? Because I'll be honest with you, I think the levels, the specific levels in this game, stand out more than say the ones in Unleashed.
I think for the average user you'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference between this and Crystal Cave, but the music is definitely better, I'll be honest.
I think this is one of the 3 tracks Harold Drossin performed. He did this, and he did what's the other really rocking level?
Shrouded Forest?
No, not that was Richard Jacques. It's the other one that's really like air guitar-y.
Knight's Passage?
No, that was John Shinoy. Oh fuck, this is gonna annoy me. This is.
Join us in another playthrough where we'll probably answer that question.
Yeah, I put that on the back burner for now. But I think this track is really good. As I've been saying, Black Knight, awesome score. Though these little Zapdos things annoyed me the first time because I think it was the second one. I kept dying on it.
Oh, they're timed, aren't they?
Yeah, and because you have to kind of hit the enemies, otherwise you die. Because if you just try and run, you just get knocked off. But if you don't hit them, there's a chance that you lose your speed a bit.
Yeah, especially annoying for me because I try and get through these levels without taking a hit, and it's always one of them that would just appear and twat.
Let's go out there and twat it.
You and your references, what?
No, just like looking at this kind of level, like you would think that Knuckles or Sir Gawain, to be technical, would be the best for it because his gliding would make those like holes easier to jump across.
Oh, that's true. But the actual, I think it's the name of the music track is Dragon Slayer, Root of Sir Sonic.
I know that that's the True Sonic guy, isn't it, who uploads those with those names?
True Sonic 1.
Sonic 1, yeah. The official soundtrack, they don't have those extra bits. Like I think wasn't Molten Mind called the Road to Sir Percival?
Yeah, I think so.
And stuff like that. But on the official soundtrack, they'll just call stuff like Molten Mind, Dragon's Lair, Knight's Passage, stuff like that.
If you're actually looking for a way of getting items easy, I suggest equipping, I think it's a rabbit's foot. It makes you luckier.
Nice.
Now the actual music track coming up is what Mr. Potato used for the. It won't be for this advertisement video. It'll be for the one before.
Yes, and I remember this was used on one of the trailers. This is a piece of music called Dragon Slayer by Richard Jacques. And I remember there was a bit thinking you and me just watched that trailer over and over again. It's going, man, that music's amazing.
That's the Percival trailer, wasn't it?
I think it was because I like this because it reminds me like of course the biggest game Jacques did was the 3D version of Sonic Blast. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that score. Like I much prefer the Mega Drive version.
Oh yeah.
His Volcano Valley, which is like a big orchestral thing, I think is amazing, and this to me sounded a lot like Volcano Valley, which is why I love it.
No, I swear Sonic references the Bio Lizard fight or Final Hazard here.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's like, I was here before, but last time I was with Shadow.
Oh nice.
He also references a Razor Jin at one point.
Razor Jin!
He's like, who was that guy who was always calling me a rat?
Yeah, I like them putting references into the past games.
It is very gratifying. Now, I'll be honest, I really can't control the section well. I would kill for Quick Step.
Oh yeah. Quick Step I think is the one move that should have been there. This actually took me a while to do this dragon fight just because of this, I kept getting twatted by fireballs.
The first 2 runs are fine. It's the final one when you're going straight towards him and all the fireballs are coming and all the little ones as well. That gives me trouble.
Yeah, I think this dragon is a lot better than the first dragon fight, which to me that was just poorly thought out.
Strangely enough, he's referred to as the Earth Dragon.
Even though he's clearly breathing fireballs.
Well, he can cause quakes as well.
You know, it took me a while to realize you're supposed to knock down these things. I just kept on trying going up to him and twatting him.
Well, you can kill him that way, I think. This is just quicker.
Pound. Good stuff. Again, I like. Would you say like was that out of all the bosses in the game? Would you say this is one of the more fun to play?
Well, it's not bad. It was quite challenging, I suppose. It's one of the better ones, but again, I hate the controls in that particular section and would really wish they put Quick Step from Unleashed in.
Exactly. Yeah. Hand. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. If they do make a third storybook game, what do you think they'll do for the cutscenes?
I think they're just going to upgrade the kind of like page versions each time.
Part of me thinks that they may actually go full animated next time because like Secret Rings barely moved, barely moved at all. This one, there's constant movement and like in bits with like Sonic and like walk and stuff, you can see them. Oh, I just want to say this bit here. I like the fact that they bring back the theme that played when in the CGI movie when like Melina cast that spell in the sky.
Oh yeah.
It's actually the same thing, just more like downplayed version. I really like that in this game. But yeah, I think if they do a next one, which I think they will, I actually personally think they'll do proper animated cutscenes.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one, mate.
I wouldn't hold my breath, but I think they'd be more animated. I think they'll be more advanced than Black Knight. Rampage.
This is the one that I think a lot of people have trouble with because you have to use the kick move, which is where you shake the nunchuck.
Oh, yes, I have not been able to do this.
Basically, you lock onto it with Soul Surge, and when the circle fully completes, you shake the nunchuck, not the Wiimote.
Oh, not really?
Yep.
Ah, fair enough. No wonder I wasn't doing any good with this level.
I don't think it points it out a lot, except for when you're doing the tutorial of how to do the move in, I think it was Crystal Cave.
And Crystal was the other bit of music that Howard Rosen did.
That's the one.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back.
Musical memory, don't you know?
Exactly. In terms of the tutorial, one thing that while Secret Rings may have had a slightly more boring tutorial, it did plainly spell out what every move did. Black Knight really didn't do that.
And that's about all we have to say for this challenge, really, other than the music is damn good. Definitely one of my favourite tracks.
Yeah, yes, again, I think one thing I've said in the past is that they actually did make 3 different star themes. If you get 5 stars, you get a good theme. 4 to 2, you get a different theme, and 1 star, you get a really sad sounding bass one. It's fucking hilarious to listen to.
Coming up next is actually the Legacy stages, something a little bit retro, if you will. Now, the Legacy missions actually take elements from past Sonic games, most notably Sonic Heroes, because as you'll see, the flying egg robos from there are the main enemies.
You know, I've actually never played a Legacy mission.
You know why that is, Gar?
What's that?
That's because you're a bitch! Yes. Other elements include, to move swiftly on, you can actually use the air dash in conjunction with your sword play and whatnot. It wasn't that funny, shut up. There are spikes, and instead of fairies, you actually have actual rings. Huzzah!
And speed boosts instead of just the fairies.
Oh yeah, the blue fairies, yeah.
From what I've heard though, because there's just flying egg robots and no stationary robots, from what I've heard is that these levels are quite hard to play as Gawain because his air attack is the weakest in terms of aiming.
Oh yeah, swordplay doesn't really do that much against the egg robos.
I just again because Torch is a bit of a computer phobe and he knows all this kind of crap. According to him, like the fact that they made these legacy stages probably took them no time at all to do, because all it is just in the code. It's just replacing, say, like a underworld knight with an egg robot, the yellow fairy with rings. It probably, according to him, it probably took them no time at all to actually change them.
Now you see what this particular item is, Gareth?
It's a green ring filled with hate.
It's a secret ring, my friend.
Oh, snap!
Bring together all 7, and I really forget how that goes, to be honest.
Razor Jin!
Please stop trying to make that into a meme, however you pronounce it.
You know, there is one just what Sonic and the Secret Rings in 4 minutes. Razor Jin! Oh, nice. Unknown from MMA. I believe this is acquired with the Medal of Gawain.
That I think you can only, acquire it, unlock it even after you beat him with a high rank.
Yeah, I think you have to get 4 stars or more.
And even then, it's pretty rare.
Yeah. All I want to say is, right, is that, my name's Knuckles. I'm like Sonic. I actually don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
Are you hard as nails? It ain't hard to tell. You break it down whether they're solid or frail.
They're frail. It's true, unlike the rest of them, independence is my first breath. Something else.
Yeah, you should really revise the lyrics before we try and freestyle. Didn't you say your major gripe with this is it pretty much only repeats the first verse of the chorus over and over?
Yeah, well, yeah. For all the medals like Percival, Lancelot, even the medal of Sonic, they only do the first verse. They don't even go into the chorus. Like the first verse. Rings. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of hankering for some goalpost action. Please don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, hankering for some goalpost action.
Yeah, I really wish I hadn't said that now.
You sick bastards.
Hope indeed. Christ. What's there to say about legacy missions? They're nostalgia-rific.
They're quite short though. I don't think one can beat in under a minute.
Pretty much. I think there's one in every stage except for Dark Hollow, which is where I suppose you could say the last story takes place, really.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, for every 2 legacy missions, I'm using a different medal song, so yeah, it gives it a bit of variety.
Indeed. Now, would you say they were a welcome addition? Like, if you if the legacy missions weren't in it, would your overall view of the game be slightly lessened?
Not really, but it is a really nice addition, I'll be honest.
I think some people did complain. In fact, if they had these legacy missions with like classic rings and springs and robots, why wasn't the whole game like that?
Well, it's called Legacy for a reason. The game is set in medieval times.
Exactly, which is some people just like, it's Sonic, it needs to have wings.
It's like, do you just say wings?
Even without wings, I can still fly.
You bastard man! Why do you bring this hate into the playthrough? Why? Do you like my fancy dodging of these weights that kind of look like they came from Marble Garden Zone?
Nice. Now, what did you think of them using the Crush 40 version of All Hell Shadow for the Medal of Lancelot?
It's a lot better than the Magnify version. Suck it down, Steven, aka Sonic Movies.
It is. It's a lot better. But for me personally, I kind of felt they should have stayed with Throw It All Away, seeing as they already used the instrumental version for...
Now, I actually would have preferred I Am All of Me.
Really? I like that song. I think every time it goes to the chorus, it loses steam now, I'm afraid.
Did you notice that Joker card actually had the Eggman symbol on it?
Oh, did it? Oh, sweet.
That's like one of the only references to Robotnik in this entire game. You never see him at all.
Yeah, because I think this is the only game for that. Unless I'm really mistaken, this could be the only fucking Tails adventure and shit like that.
What? Not to have Robotnik in it?
Yeah, exactly. Which some fans are a bit like, why isn't he in it? I kind of felt like, it's how I felt with Unleashed. I'm glad that they didn't shoehorn in characters just for the hell of it.
No, I will say, he's definitely not in the game, Robotnik. Molina isn't at the last second gonna, pull off a face and it's Robotnik wearing a dress or something.
That would have been the greatest thing ever.
That is a plot twist worthy of Shalamalama Ding Dong himself.
What a twist! Robotnik in a dress, and he's a massive lipo suction thing.
Oh god, I feel DeviantArt clicking as we speak.
Oh please, I hope to God that in a week's time there's like 100 things like that. What a twist!
Oh, you're easily amused, aren't you, Gareth?
Really am.
Sadness.
I'm a sad panda.
Mm-hmm.
So how exactly did you acquire? Because there's 7 secret rings. There's how many legacy stages? 11.
There's over 8, because at the time I only thought there was about that, so I'll use like two songs per 2 stages. After I finished recording the playthrough, I started playing normally, and lo and behold, more legacy stages started popping up.
Nice.
Kind of a bitch slap for me, because I had to revise the commentary and whatnot, but you know, I'm all good.
Yeah. Nova.
Yep, from Sonic Rush.
Damn straight. Now this is a track that makes Tom cringe every time he hears it, because he thinks about the pain his fingers felt when he first heard this track.
Oh yeah, because in Sonic Rush, when you actually hear this song for the first time, you're basically trying to stop yourself from being pushed off a platform, I believe.
Yeah, it's when you first fight Blaze. The first, like, it's like an 8-hit kind of thing. The first 7 hits are basic fight, just like spin dasher, but then it just turns into a button mash of like them going head to head trying to push each other off this little platform.
Yeah, basically that's the one time I've ever had to like place my DS down on a solid surface and like.
Same here.
Yeah.
Just spam the crap out of it.
Right on a bike. I also had to do the same thing with the 360 controller for the end of Unleashed, but you'll see that when you see it.
I've seen that bit. I'm glad I played the Wii version, to be honest.
Well, you're missing out.
Yes, I'm missing out of frame rate issues in cutscenes.
Shut up, you. Oh, how appropriate. Overflowing with anger. Actually, that's kind of weird. It's appropriate for the commentary each time.
That's twice now. I'm getting scared.
Black Knight, the game that watches you watching it.
Ultimate, I love this. The music in this level is awesome.
Didn't it come from a Saturn game called, is it Black Dawn or something similar?
I've heard rumours of that, but no one said anything. I think Harold Rosen and John Sonoy have done like interviews for it. Yeah. It's not what's going. I think it's just one of those cases where it's just a coincidence.
Well, speaking of coincidences, in Unleashed, Holoska Cool Edge Day is basically a remix of Ring Ring from Ristar. Both of them obviously are Sonic Team games.
Really?
Yeah, if you listen to it, Cool Edge Day is basically a sped up version of Ring Ring.
Nice, but again, like in cases like that, I think it may be intentional, but I would personally just chalk those up to a coincidence.
Pretty much. This is the last time you'll see Molten Mind, so say your goodbyes while you can.
Goodbye, Molten Mind, and one of in people's houses.
And to quote Winged Destroyer, this music would be good to get high by.
Yes, or to burn down a village of innocent orphans.
Why, mate? Why?
Because that's how I roll.
Happiness. Christ.
If you think any battery will do, consider this. Today, training depends on technology, and when it takes a battery, there are athletes everywhere who trust Duracell. They rely on copper to go for the gold. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
Just a couple more legacy missions and we should be good to go for the final boss, Gareth.
Indeed, I really liked the cutscene before the final boss, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Let's do some more Reach the Goal missions.
And of course we need a new song medal. Can you guess what it is? I've actually talked about it quite a few times in this playthrough.
Is this going to be the Medal of Robotnik?
Sadly no. What would that play? His theme from Adventures?
That'd be awesome. Is this the middle of Sonic?
Yep, what I'm made of.
Yeah. Again, I think it's an odd choice for Sonic because that's more of a like Super Sonic theme, but it's still a badass song.
What would you rather have? It doesn't matter.
Probably, yeah, because that is a Sonic theme.
Well, it doesn't matter. It appears twice in this game in 2 different forms.
Exactly that. And one of the other reasons why I love the music in this game, the nods to the previous games.
Mhm.
Sister all the time. Why play this time? It just made me want to sing it.
It's a very underrated track. Final boss track is what I'm made of.
Really, I wouldn't say it's underrated.
Well, doesn't Jun Senoi consider it one of his favourites?
Yeah. Jun Tsunoda does consider it one of his favorites. I love this track. You know, it's amazing. I mean, it's so out of place in the context of that game. It's still awesome as all hell.
Are you looking forward to the Sonic Heroes playthrough with Sonic Movies?
Oh yes.
He is Flight, and we shall laugh at him because of this fact.
Because he sucks donkey balls.
I won't go that far, mate.
I would. I've seen the pictures.
Wow. Just, just wow. That's all I have to say on that, man.
You think you know a person.
And then he goes and sucks donkey balls. That made my lungs hurt. What?
I think we're going on to the last legacy mission. Yes.
Now, as you can see, you don't get a secret ring in every single legacy mission, obviously, because there's only 7.
Yeah, but if there's any more than 7, you will kind of make the title 7 Rings in Hand redundant, wouldn't it?
Pretty much. And speaking of the 7 rings, if you collect all the world rings, you actually unlock the Crush 40 version of 7 Rings in Hand in the sound test.
I know, I said that last part.
No, you didn't. That was an unused take, my friend.
Oh, you bastard.
Yes, I did it just to make you look like a prick.
Great success. The only problem is I love what I'm made of, but I also like the Knight's Passage music as well. I'm conflicted, man.
I still think it sounds like Egg Fleet, but that's just me, and I'm crazy like that.
Yeah, but I think you sound like a homosexual robot with a bad cold.
That's the weirdest insult I've ever received. Thank you.
These ones aren't even attacking you. What are they doing?
Watching. They're kind of weirded out that they're suddenly in medieval times. I don't know.
What the hell?
Like, wait a minute, this isn't the Egg Fleet.
Yeah, I like how we always like. I like the fact that in the context of the game, he poses for like 10 seconds, then he must carry on with his adventure.
Are you taking game logic at face value again, mate?
Yeah, but I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that scene.
It would be quite wacky.
I believe now. Oh, joy!
Indeed. Joy that we have come to the end of Sonic and the Black Knight. A good or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it.
I think it's a bad thing. I wanted this game to be longer. Longer, I say!
And maybe a bit harder. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a
Longer.
penis joke.
Well played, good set. Now this is one of my favourite cutscenes in any of the games.
Ah, Melina, I see you goffed up for the occasion.
I kind of don't want to talk over it because I just want to listen to it. But talk over it we might. I like this just because this kind of sums up Sonic's attitude to life. Basically, I like it because she's a villain and she's doing evil things. But she actually has a motive for it. She's doing it because she thinks she's doing what's right for her kingdom and her people. She's not just like Eggman who goes like, I'm going to build Eggman land because I'm awesome and everyone should think that. She wants her world to thrive and also, as she's explaining now, like if she doesn't do anything, she knows that her kingdom will fail because the round table will disband, Arthur will get killed anyway. Yeah, this track now, the one I'm listening to, is actually called Melina, Queen of the Underworld. And if you listen to it, the first half is a orchestral version of Melina's Flame, which in turn is the instrumental version of With Me. And I just think it's an incredibly beautiful track.
With Me is the final boss theme, isn't it?
Yes, it's the song we're going to be hearing in the next part.
It's quite tragic if you listen to it.
It does, because again, like Melina's character, again, she's not doing this to be evil. She really does think she's doing the best thing for her kingdom.
Oh my god, Sonic's actually using his brain for a change. What a twist!
What a twist! To me, I personally really like this bit because it kind of nicely, to me, sums up his character. Just in the sense that he actually doesn't doesn't care why she's trying to blow up the world. He just knows that, you know, he just wants to stand for it.
Yeah. He's not acting like a hero because he wants to be chivalrous and whatnot, as you'll see in a minute. He just helps people because that's his way of life, really.
Exactly, and also I like this because in terms of the context of the game series, this is the first time we're actually just going to see Sonic just hands down beaten in a physical fight.
Of course, there's all the times in X and whatnot.
Yeah, places like X, Shadow was always kicking his ass and like the Meta X was, but in context of the games, he really lost the fight.
Caliburn, no!
No!
Do not want!
I kind of like it, even though he has nothing to work with, he doesn't stop. He just keeps getting his ass kicked.
My God, look at the size of that sword. Even Clown Strife would have penis envy at that thing.
I always wondered, what is that thing? What is that thing meant to be?
Oh, a Buster Sword.
No. I mean the actual behind it. Is it meant to? Is that have any relevance to the King Arthur story? Or is it just a beast?
Well, Merlin created the actual King Arthur in this game, so maybe she just is using a variation of that magic.
Ah, fair enough. And there's the nice round table with the Lady of the Lake in her reflecting pool.
I think she has one. That may have just been Merlina or Merlin.
I like the fact that Lancelot says that there's no point in continuing. Even Lancelot is just like thrown in the tower.
He's like, fuck it, there's a time and a place for everything here. This is not it. Oh, she can't take much more of this torture.
And coming up is the second reason why I love this cutscene.
Oh,
and
yes.
just Jon Snow. I love that man.
Let's stay silent for a minute so people can appreciate it.
I just gotta do what I gotta do.
Oh yeah.
Fucking A. I love this, man. I love it. The pull bracket doesn't matter.
And it feels so good.
Oh, it does. This is such an awesome 30-second remix.
Oh, hang on now. They're giving him his weapons. Am I sensing a transformation coming on?
Am I sensing possibly the greatest crowning moment of awesome in the entire franchise? I think I am.
Most likely. Now, it's no Darkspine Sonic, but Excalibur Sonic is pretty pimpalicious in his own right.
For my money, the fact that he has a cape out of his arse makes him so much better than Darkspine.
Of course. Now, this is just for Hell Dragon. Saint Seiya! Which is also an anime which focuses on golden armor, so there you go.
Oh yeah, and just to clarify, Excalibur Sonic isn't Super Sonic in armor, he's just regular Sonic in armor.
Yeah, get it right, and that looks like Ultimate Weapon from Kingdom Hearts. Now it's time for a boss fight. Let's do this.